The WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com. Promo code NBA SGPN. Yes, sir. We are back with another edition of the WNBA Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. No me, nor voice, no guys. Me, really real, villain routes, Raw Furman Jr. here at your service. All right. Well, we didn't hit the locks, but we swept the dogs. I'll take that. I'll take a nice little dog sweep on the last episode. Shout out to the Connecticut Sun and Bria Hartley for a very, very, very timely three at the end of the half to be able to cash the first half money line for the Seattle Sun. Not Seattle, but for the Connecticut Sun. Very, very good stuff there. And shouts out to those that didn't believe that they could cover that first half for us. Scott Studio Reichel. Scott hit his dog. Scott, what's going on?
Scotty, beat me up.
Surprise.
Yeah, can't complain. I hit my dog. I ended up having the Mercury spread with AT over 8.5 rebounds. Never in doubt. That was a 175. So nice dog win there. Lost the lock. Was going to go back to Cardoso. Didn't work out. Had a good first half. Problem was they no-showed the entire second half, and the dream buried them. So either way, picked up a split. I'll take the plus 175, and let's keep it rolling.
Very much so. Keep it rolling. 3 more games here on a Friday slate. Any news to talk about? Hold on. Whoa, that was in my face. Let's see here. Any breaking news? I feel like I haven't played the breaking news drop in. Oh, well, I mean, Scott, this just happened like literally a couple of seconds ago. It's not WNBA related, but it's worth a drop. Joe Mazzulla just signed a contract extension with the Boston Celtics.
Not surprised. He won a championship. I'm sure every other team in the Eastern Conference is thrilled he signed an extension there. I mean, I've gone on record saying I don't think he's a good coach, so I'm fine with that actually happening. I get that he won a title and all, but watching them get curb stomped in the second half of games by the Knicks in that playoff series, when they were like minus, what the hell were they, like minus 2,000 in the series? Minus
probably worse. I think it was like worse than that.
Yeah, I know Tatum got hurt. They were bad before Tatum got hurt. I am not exactly in on Joe Mazzulla as a coach, but I understand why he got the extension. So that's kind of my stance. Do you have anything different? Because you witnessed it for, 6 games?
Yep.
I mean, what are your thoughts? Because Celtics were massive favorites, and we've seen this movie before. Same thing happened against the Heat a couple years ago. They won a title. Congrats. But I'm really not a Mazzulla guy at all. So that's kind of my thoughts on Mazzulla. But
I mean, he won a championship, and Boston's really good. So I guess Joe Mazzulla is a good coach.
I understand why he got the extension.
That's what.
Whatever.
I mean, that's what people tell me. I'm not gonna. If I say anything, I'm hating. But all I'm saying is he won a championship, and the Boston Celtics are a good team. So I guess he's a good coach. I guess that just means you're a great coach here, because you were coaching a championship team and you inherited that team. But it's all good. All good. Okay.
Yeah.
Not much. Quiet stuff. We did have a number of injuries yesterday. Ari McDonald, Sydney Colson. Anissa Morrow went back to the locker room, but she came back out. Other than that, pretty quiet night going into a Friday. All right. Make sure also you lock in, because the Sports Gambling Podcast are back doing another Pat break with Daps Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific. Get your team now. These teams will sell out. And I'll tell you, I'm about to go get a team right now, because I was watching the last Pack break, and I was actually, Scott, for one, I didn't think that I'd be so interested in watching them open up training cards. But the number of pulls that they got in that pack break was actually insane to me. And the amount of money that some of those cards was worth. I mean, it was insane. And so I need parts. I'm probably not going to get the Giants because Kramer. Yeah. But maybe I'll go for the Panthers, and maybe I'll get a Queen City pool or something like that. So let's go sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break to get a team for that pack break. Sportsgamblingpodcast.com/break for 10% off. Promo code SGPN. All right. First game up. What are we doing here? 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast. Minnesota Lynx are at home welcoming the Washington Mystics. Lynx are laying 10.5 here. 157.5 is the total. Still no Nafisa Collier. Brittany Sykes is traded. I believe Alicia Clark is available.
I don't see her being listed, so I'm assuming that she will be available.
Let's go look into the interwebs and lock in. Let's see. Well, don't see anything on that. I don't think JC is playing though. I think JC is catching up with the team another time.
JC's out.
Yeah, JC's not playing. I don't have Alicia Clark. Okay, so I can't find anything on Alicia Clark, but I know JC's not playing. We know that for certain. All right. So we are at 10.5 now, Scott.
Yep. It was a nice win, though, without Collier against the Storm. I know we've been roasting the Storm for a couple weeks already, but still a nice win.
I feel like I saw this game. I feel like I saw this exact game. I feel like this is the exact same game script as the time they played in Washington. It was no Collier that game. Slim was dealing with the injury, so Slim was out that game. So, yeah, that pretty much feels like basically the same lineup. Just add in Dejanay Carrington now on that side. And that game, it was at in DC. Mystics won by 2. I think it was like 68-66.
They won by 4. It was 68-64.
64. There we go. Okay, so they get the get up game. They're back at home though. But do I think 10 feels like a lot, Scott? I'm not gonna lie.
For the record, if you're looking at look-ahead spots, the Lynx do play the Liberty back-to-back. They play Sunday. It's a weird schedule, though, because they play Friday, obviously, today. They play Sunday, and they play the Liberty again on the 16th. They don't play next week at all. They go from Sunday to Saturday, which I don't understand at all, but whatever. So you have back-to-back Liberty games coming up after this. So, does that factor into your decision-making here?
I mean, it don't make me feel good about laying the points anymore. I mean, I didn't feel good about laying the points at all, but I'm just like, because 10 just feels like a lot. Like, I get the Mystics are the Mystics at times, and you know what? Sometimes they can really go into a spot and just completely lay an egg and not show up for the game at all. But, I mean, damn, this team will be competitive. No Collier. They played this team without Collier before. He had a good defensive game plan, forced them to 66 points.
The counter argument would be they played the Sky without Reese, and they lost by 14 points.
Yeah, but that was like an emotional after Brittany Sykes just got traded. Nobody really understands what's going on.
Yeah, just throw it out.
I can understand the spot. I think I'm going to miss this, Scott. Give me Mystics plus 10.
So I went into this game wanting to take the Lynx because I said I was going to blindly fade the Mystics on the road pretty much every time. Having said that, I do think the schedule for the Lynx is concerning for this matchup because it's a clear look-at spot. You have the Liberty coming up. You play them on Sunday. You play them on Saturday. I actually misspoke, and I got corrected by Helms. They play the Liberty 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird, but either way. They play Sunday on the 10th, Saturday on the 16th, and Tuesday on the 19th. All against the Liberty.
And Fee's probably going to miss every last one, too.
I find that pretty weird. But anyway, I'm going to go with the Mystics in this game. I think it's a very weird spot. You're traveling to New York for Sunday's game as well, so there is travel involved. I'll go with the look ahead spot. We talk about it all the time on the NBA show. I feel like I should do a better job of factoring it in for the WNBA. I'll do it this time around. I think you're right about the Mystics having to adjust to life without Sykes, and they clearly just came out flat and they got buried in that game. I do think the Mystics are going to keep this game somewhat close. You could argue the Lynx might be up by double digits at some point in the game, but I'm going to pick them not to hold on. I do think even with a great coach, you're going to be looking at the schedule and the calendar, and it's going to start playing a factor in the second half. 3 straight games against the Liberty, basically your arch rivals at the moment. I think it's a good spot for the Mystics to hang in there. Give me the Mystics plus the points.
I have no idea what to do with the total at 157.5.
I'm going to go under for this one because I still don't really trust the Mystics to score. So maybe I'm just picking, like you said, that game earlier in the year that landed in the 130s. You just go for an ugly game. Minnesota kind of no-shows it early. Maybe their offense comes out a bit flat. The Mystics have scored less than 68 points in 2 of their last 3 games. So you can argue, even if we are wrong about the side, there is a chance the Mystics offense just kills the over by themselves. I'll go under.
You made a good argument. And I'm not decided one way. I'll go under with you, but I'm not one way or another there. Player props. Well, Caleb McBride doesn't have a good history against the Mystics, but I just enjoy playing the Caleb McBride no fee spot.
Yeah, me too.
What else?
I saw a mention earlier about Alana Smith. Her 20.5 PRA under has been really good lately. It's at minus 104 on FanDuel. She has gone under this number in a bunch of games in a row. Let me just quickly see if I can do the math here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 straight games she's gone under this. Now, I understand that, of course, with Fee being out, she has more usage, except the last game she played without Fee against the Storm, she had 12 PRA. So 20.5 does feel pretty high. I don't mind that under.
Jessica Shepard double-doubles at plus 165. I'll take that.
Okay. I think it's correlated. I think if Alana's going to struggle, that probably opens the door for Jessica to have a solid game.
Yeah, I'll play that. 10 and 10. Yeah. I think she's good for 10 rebounds.
I'm looking quickly at Courtney if I want to go for points in this game.
Yeah, honestly, the Jessica Shepard play is really the only play I want. I'm not interested in anything else.
That's fine. I thought about going with Courtney PA, but I don't know if I'm going to go with it or not. So I'll stay away from now.
All right.
I see. By the way, I see one more. I see Citron. I see her rebounds are at 4.5. The under is at plus 105. He's had less than 5 rebounds in 5 straight. Now, the counter argument is with Sykes being traded now, her usage might go up. She might have more chances. I still like Shakira. I still like Kiki. They still have actual front court players who can rebound the ball. That Citron one does feel pretty generous at plus money on the under. I don't mind that at 4.5.
All right. Let's see here. Before we get to the next game in the slate, got to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy because Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, giving away $15 million in prizes, including $2 million to first place. Best Ball is the way to play fantasy football. No trades, no argument about waiver wire or any of that stuff. The trades, all of that. Just get over there and play pure fantasy football. Plus, you can get a pick 'em entry where you can win up to 500 times your entry. We'll drop a lineup at the end of the show. NBA SGPN is the promo code, special pick, and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderddogFantasy.com, promo code NBA SGPN. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag, your place to bet every single sport, including MLB, WNBA, golf, and your NFL and college football futures. Easy deposit and get lightning-fast payouts using cryptocurrency. Head over to MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Terms and conditions apply. That's MyBookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Next up, still in the 7:30 slate here. Dallas welcoming the Liberty back to town. Feel like we've seen this story 3 times over in the past week.
Yep.
Liberty are laying 8. 173.5 is total. Second game of a deja vu set. Dog got the cover of the first game. You're supposed to go in on Liberty here in the second game. But I understand if you don't.
What are you interested in? Because Paige might not play in this game.
Is that what? That's not what I heard.
I said might. I didn't say that she was going to miss, but she has an alleged back issue. I know that she left the Liberty game early last time out. She came back, but she did leave for a little bit. So,
yeah, Claudius and the little interview clip I saw, I believe were not paraphrasing a little bit, but along the lines of she's fine, it's rest, and she's day to day, and I don't think that we should see a setback here. If Paige plays, I'm taking Paige. That's 100%. If Paige doesn't play, then Liberty are probably going to just roll through this. So it's either Paige over 18.5 points, or it's Liberty lay the points and they win big. Because without Paige, I don't think that this Dallas team comes even close to sniffing the Liberty, even in this weird transition phase, I will say that the Liberty are in.
I agree with you. I think if the Wings want any chance of keeping the game close, they need Paige to win. Last time they played in Dallas, the Liberty were down by about 30 in the first half. Then they made the game somewhat respectable at the end. They never threatened to win the game at any point. The Liberty should play better. I thought Miesman's been good since coming into the lineup. I think she's been solid. I thought Talbot was great last game. Shout out to Talbot, who had some good three-point shooting. I do think it comes down to Paige, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So if Paige is in, I'll take the Wings. If Paige is out, give me the Liberty. Simple as that.
All right. Yeah. Great words. 173.5. Jesus Christ. I guess I'm just going to keep still going over, even though I went under last game.
So the first meeting ended up landing 174. That game was in Dallas. But a reminder, Dallas only scored like 7 points in the entire fourth quarter. So that game was flying over, and then it barely got there at the end. Second game was the one that happened 3 days ago. That one ended up landing 161, mainly because of the Wings scoring 15 in the first quarter and the Liberty scoring 13 in the second quarter. You had 48 points in the fourth quarter, so the game did kind of pick up there at the end. I'll go under for me.
Wow.
I'm not going to bet this because once again I need Paige information, but this line is not going to move that much if Paige gets ruled in, I think. But if she gets ruled out, this line might plummet. So I'll try to beat some CLV.
All right. Let's see here. Player props.
I'm assuming we're taking nothing on the Wings without knowing anything about Paige. So who do you like on the Wings?
I'm willing to take a Paige prop just because if she doesn't play, we get
Paige is fine.
There.
I'm saying for
yeah. Oh yeah, anybody else? Oh yeah, everybody else. No, I'm good. Jacquel Jones, I'm running it back. Okay. I understand that she was technically a little short, even though we got the discounted number. Shout out to you, underdog. But now she's at 24.5, and she's had 25 in both games. On the points and rebounds, it's at 24.5, and she's had 25 in both games against them. And those were what I would think are lackluster Jacquel Jones games. I think that she can still give them 20. Like, I really do believe that she can give them 20 and have this game where she's just dominant inside of the post and they don't really have an option to really stop her. So, I like a big Jacquel Jones game. I think that she'll be solid on the boards as well. Miesman helps make things a little bit easier for her. So I think she'll have a good day on the board, see some misses by Dallas, and she'll corral some easy ones. So I like the points and rebounds here.
Yeah, I agree. I got nothing else to really add. I thought about maybe going with Fibich unders. She was quite good against the Wings the last game. She had 14 points. But now I think the line's a bit too high. You can find her points and rebounds at 13.5. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that line does feel pretty steep. She has gone under this number in 5 of the last 6. She has not been good in the head-to-head despite the last meeting. She has gone under this in 2 of the last 3. I do think that 13.5 does feel pretty high for me. Fibich, I know, can get hot from 3. She can hit some back cuts, but I do think that for the most part, she's kind of an afterthought in this offense. You're going to be relying on Sabrina. You're going to be relying on Jonquel. You have Miesman now. You have Cloud. You have even Talbot, who had some threes last game as well. I don't feel like the volume's going to be there for, once again, Phoebich. So I'm on the under 13.5 PR.
All right. Let's see. Helm's in the chat talking about Enrique under 1.5 threes and Sabrina over 25.5 PA.
The Enrique one was a power trend from last night, so that I can vouch for the power trend.
Ooh, interesting. Scott, you're giving out power trends early, man. It's not time for that.
Yes. Just saying. That was mentioned. I'm going to bring it up.
Wow.
So is Sabrina 25 PA. That was also announced on Power Trends.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Scott. You're giving people extra rhythm power trends. They got to go sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm, RITHMM. We'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk about Seattle and Vegas going up against each other in Vegas. Vegas is laying 1.5. 162.5 is the total. That's actually come down. Let's see if Sykes is supposed to be playing in this game. I think that, I think Brittany Sykes is going to, because I saw them post her that she's with the team. So could be a potential that we see Sykes in this game. Other injury news. I don't have anything. All right. Well, this is the spot that you like Seattle. They're good as a dog. What's that, 5-2 or 5-1 on the season?
They are 2-1 against the Aces this season.
Yeah, 6-1 as a dog this season. They're 9-5 against the spread on the road. We do know that the Showers are and they've lost 3 straight. So is this about time to buy back in on Seattle, where Vegas has won 4 of the last 5, and the one loss was a 50-point loss, but then they beat the Wings, the Sparks, and the Valkyries twice. Wow, this is a tough one because Seattle has proven to be untrustworthy as of late. But I know that they're going to, if you're a 500 team, you're going to win eventually.
So you're picking the Storm to finally win a game?
I don't know yet. What do you like, Scott?
I'm going to go Aces for this one. Might just be because we've faded the Storm regularly, and they keep making us look smart by fading them. So I might just go back to it. The Aces had a nice 2-game sweep there against the Valkyries. They were shorthanded in the first game. Second game, they got basically everybody back. Even Xander Lucini played. And the Aces did win by 6 on the road. Tough place to play in Golden State, and they were able to get the win there. The last home game, they lost by a record 53 points. Maybe I'm just hoping they actually show up for a home game. The Storm, they're just so unimpressive. I got nothing else to add. I don't know if it's coaching. I don't know if it's players. Could be all the above. But just watching them play, it just feels like they don't maximize their potential on a regular basis. The Aces at least tried some things. I've been critical of Becky this season as a coach. She finally took Jewel out of the starting lineup, and it's been really effective. I believe she's averaging 16 points per game off the bench, which is kind of, I'd say, rejuvenated her season at this point. I like the move she's made. They're trying some stuff out there because they had to. It was kind of code red scenario for them. The Storm are still going through it, still trying to figure it out. I'm probably not going to bet on this game because I don't really feel good about either team, but I'll pick the Aces at home. I'm fine with fading the Showers until they prove me wrong. And right now, over the last week, they've made us a lot of money by fading them. So I'll go with the Aces, but I'm probably not going to bet this game. You have anything else you want to add there? Because that's kind of where I'm at. I don't really feel good about any of these teams.
Yeah, they both have their things to not feel good about them about. I do. I'm curious what the new look Storm look like with Sykes coming off of the bench, I would assume now, giving them some really good bench scoring.
Assuming she actually plays in the game today.
Also assuming she actually plays. Who's going to win on the glass? Who's going to win on the glass? That's going to be the determining factor. If Asia and Alyssa are able to dominate the glass, then I think it's a lot easier. But Neither one of them rebounding well either. Great. Give me the dog. I'm taking the Storm. My gut is telling me this is a storm. This is a take the Storm day. So Storm play them tough. These games are always really good. By the way, like there's a lot. Like these games are really competitive, really good. This is going to be a good watch. But yeah, I'm not really too sold on one side or the other. But I'll take the dog.
I'm going to ask you about the Storm though, just briefly as a segue. Is it coaching? Why have they looked so underwhelming the entire season?
I think that they haven't found that consistency on really either side of the ball because it just profiles as a 500 basketball club at this point because sometimes the offense is on and they can go out there and they can score with the best of them. And then there's days that they can't put the ball in the basket and you have a 58-point game on the road against the Mystics. So like it's really up and down. And maybe it is coaching. Maybe they need to try something new with the personnel, but yeah, I really don't know what the Storm's issue is. I just know that I can't trust them. But I like Noel Quinn as a coach. Like, there's a lot of now the chat's hating on Noel Quinn. Jesus Christ! But I like Noel Quinn as a coach. I do. But
I just had to bring it up.
It just seems like that there are teams that are clearly better than them that they're not going to beat, and then they don't have the wherewithal to just go ahead and dominate all the teams that they really should beat. But yeah,
I get it.
Like
I just had to bring it up because on paper you bring Gabby back. Of course, you still have Diggins. You have NECA. You have a squad. On paper, you probably should be a top 4 seed in the league. And as you said before, they're kind of around 500. So I think it might have to be coaching. Like I'm trying to understand. Trying to understand why they've been so underwhelming, and I think it has to be coaching related. Because you're mentioning defense. There was that one game where they couldn't guard a pick and roll, and Aaliyah ended up dropping like 34 points or whatever the hell she had. There have been some moments where I'm looking at Quinn, thinking I just don't really understand what you're even trying to do with this roster. This team's too talented to be this average. That's kind of my point.
Yeah, they're very average. I will admit that. Somebody that had a future on this team in preseason to be very, very good. I don't feel good about it and I'm getting my money back by fading them in multiple spots.
Yeah, it's been good for us. Like I'm fine with Quinn because we've been making money fading this team, but I just question looking at all the roster pieces. And I like the trade they made for Sykes. I think that should help, especially if she comes off the bench. But I do want to point out, this team on paper should be way better than they are, and usually that comes back to coaching. Usually.
But it also means that they can be very annoying and punch up in weight class every now and then and be able to compete. So,
well, that's the problem that I'm kind of talking about, though, because you're talking about punching up in weight class. I'm saying right now they're fighting in the wrong weight class.
Oh yeah, no, they're
get up and play the good teams. Well, they should be able to. They're one of the most talented teams on paper. That's kind of my point. So
yeah. I don't know. I really don't know what it is with Seattle. At this point, I feel like I have a good pulse on Seattle of their wishy-washiness, and sometimes they're wishy, sometimes they're washy, and I think today's just a washy day. But,
yeah, I think they're wishy today, so I'll go with the Aces.
All right. I like over, though.
I like the over, too, but that was the only thing I was really tempted by, because the Aces, we know, the Valkyries tend to play unders, and the offense has been kind of ugly for them lately. I'll chalk the low-scoring games against the Aces to the Valkyries' offense and their style of play. I think both teams try to run in this game. I like the over.
Aces giving up 90 points per game. 91 points per game in their last 5 home games. Give me the over.
Yeah, I like the over anyway.
Play props. NECA should be on the card. Gabby for sure. Well, we start with Gabby. I think, who was it? Somebody in the chat earlier said that she's back at 20.5. I see 21, but there's probably a 20.5 little juice somewhere out there because this 21.5 is minus 104. Jesus Christ. So add Gabby to the card. Very tempted to take Jewel coming off of the bench.
She's been very, very good.
Very, very tempted to take Jewel coming off of the bench here, people. Jewel's been over 11.5 in 4 of her last 5 games. Don't look now. She's had 2 20-point games. Oh, man.
I'm going to pivot slightly. Give me the Jewel threes. I'll take the 1.5. She has made at least 2 in all 3 games against the Storm this season, even when she was bad as the starter. She has made at least 2 3-pointers in 4 of the last 5. She made 10 in those 2 games against the Valkyries. So I think the point should cash anyway, but there is a world where she shoots terribly, but she still goes like 2 of 7 from 3 and still gets there. I'll go Jewel over 1.5 threes.
I will play. Remember when I said NECA points? Make that NECA points and rebounds.
Okay.
Add the rebounds to it, just in case. What's that? 24.5. Yeah, cool with that. Okay. Skylar, 5 assists. You can add the points if you would like, but I'll take 5 assists. And then where's Ezzy? Because I remember Ezzy having some pretty big games against the Aces. Yep, give me Ezzy over 15.5 points and rebounds. I knew I remembered this right. She didn't have a good game that last game, and I betted that last game. But prior to that, points and rebounds, Ezzy against the Aces, 16, 19, 21, 20, 32, 29. Don't look too far into the older stuff, though, because a couple of those were some very, very heavily injured games where she was just the only person that was there, and she was handling the majority of the work. But still, she has a very, very good history against the Aces. I'm not asking for her to do much, and I don't believe in the rebounding, and I think she's going to have an edge there.
Yeah, so I'm going to go back to the Chelsea Gray fade. I see 14.5 PA. It's at minus 120. Give me the under. She has gone under this in 12 of the last 15 games she's played. Last game against the Storm, she ended up having 14 on the dot. She's gone under this in 2 of the first 3 meetings this season. Once again, she's been bad lately. Her prop is still too high, even though we like Point God. It has not been the same this year. So I've adjusted. I keep taking the unders to keep cashing. Give me Chelsea Gray under on her 14.5 PA at minus 120.
All right. Before we get to everybody's favorite segment, gotta talk to you about Circa Million. Circa Survivor, the world's greatest sportsbook. Circa Las Vegas has the world's biggest pro football contest. Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and the Circa Grandissimo with over 21 million in guaranteed grand prizes. So what you can do is you can head over to Las Vegas, sign up. Circa contest weekend, August 21st to the 23rd. SGPN is going to be out there, a bunch of live shows, a whole bunch of open bars. Come on, go to Vegas and get open bars.
I'm going to ask, by the way, are you going to be there or no?
No, not going to be there.
Neither am I. I'm going the week before.
The week before, Scott?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I miss a good time. Man, I just think I got to go back, and I got to go back with SGPN because I remember last time I was with SGPN in Vegas, and me
Good craps run.
Oh, I mean, it was a craps run. We've had blackjack runs, but I think one of the best parts was the fact that me and Malcolm were pretty much joined at the hip the entire time. Every time we decided to go somewhere, it was like, "Hey, Malcolm, do you want to go?" And I'm like, and he's like, "Yeah," and we were like, "Wait, did we just become best friends?" And he's like, "Yeah." And now me and Malcolm were just running the streets of Vegas together.
I've still never met Mal in person.
Oh, dude, he's hilarious. And we had a crazy, crazy blackjack hand where I think I got every single 8 in the deck. I don't know how it happened, but because it was like, what was it? I had one pair of 8, split them, of course. Had another pair, split them. At the second pair or the third pair, I think I ran out of money. And now Sean is handing me chips because I keep getting more 8s to keep splitting them. Like now I got like 4 hands in front of me and everybody's looking at me like, "Oh, dude." And none of the hands, I don't think any of the hands were over 18.
That's just a shame.
But we won.
Nice.
We won. Everybody was hyped. It was insane. Malcolm was also giving his because he's like a dealer or something over there across the pond.
Yeah.
But I say all that to say Vegas is a good time. Go sign up for contests weekend. Sign up in Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy, footballcontest.com. Use promo code SGP. Get $50 off your proxy fees. Well, I guess I don't have to give you out a rhythm power chain because Scott gave 2 out for you already here. AI detected patterns or rhythms models have consistently won and given out a high ROI. You can play the Enrique under 1.5 threes. You can play the Sabrina over 25.5 PA. And both of those thank you, timeout. And both of those plays are available in the Rhythm app, Power Trends, and they have more, a lot more. So why don't you go check them out at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm or ITHMM for a 7-day free trial at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Shout out to the Asia Wilson birthday game. Didn't even know that. Yeah. Against the Seattle team that's been her rival the whole time she's been in the league. Yeah, throw that on the card. Absolutely. What? This is the most important birthday game. What's her points prop at? I wonder if it's low.
Let me see what I can find.
Where's C? It is
22 and a half.
Oh, okay. It's not 23.5.
That is true. She had 27 last game against the Valkyries.
Lock, dog, underdog. Lock. I'm not gonna lie, it's 3 games that I don't feel the best about.
It's fine. I mean, the 3 games yesterday I felt pretty good about, so I guess it balances out.
I'm gonna just stick with Ezzy, man. Ezzy plays good games against the Aces. And I bet this last time and it didn't hit, so I'm gonna just run it back. Give me Ezzy to go over 15.5 PR. There we go. Over 15.5 PR against the Aces. She's been over in, what is this? How many games? It's some 80-something% against the Aces. There we go. All right. So Ezzy's been over that in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of her last 7 games. Like I said, the last game she played the Aces, she did not go over, but she's been a model consistency. 7 and 9 is all we need. 7 and 9 gets us there. Whichever one, whether she wants the 7 points, 9 rebounds, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 7 and 9 gets us there. I'm going to go with standard Ezzy. A little bit of a plus money play too. Even money over there at FanDuel. For the dog. Jockwell Jones. Let's run it back. I trust you. So I can get Jockwell Jones to finally have that 20-point game against the Wings that they're probably going to need from her too. And that is at plus 240. A nice little juicy dog for you, plus 240. All right, Scott, over to you.
All right, so for my lock, I thought about going with the Aces, but I don't trust them enough, so I'll pass on that instead. However, it is her birthday, so that is why I'm by this.
Take it.
All right, I'll go for it. For the sake of the bit, because I've taken this prop twice on the show, and I dead heated both times.
Really?
Give me Asia to lead the game in scoring.
Did you dead heat both times?
I dead heated both times. Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
So I actually won a bet and lost money the last time I took this. But give me Asia to lead the game in points at minus 115. The Storm are pretty balanced, and it feels like they kind of lack the one player that goes off for 20-plus points, but they'll have 5 different people with 12. This is kind of how they run their offense. Asia, birthday game or not, I think is in a good spot. She had a great game against the Valkyries the last time out. She might not need many points to actually go over this to once again cash it. She might get there by going under her points prop, actually. I can see her leading the game with 20. So give me Asia to lead the game in points at minus 115 as my lock. That's on FanDuel. For my dog, this is where it gets a bit tricky here. What did I want to go with for my dog? Did I like anybody for an alt points prop or anything?
Nope.
I know Erica's been good at assisting if I wanted to go for that game as well, but she's had 4 on the dot, so I can't take an alt line for that. Let me just quickly see if there's anybody else I'm really tempted by. Do I want to do anything with Sug with more usage? I can go Citron, actually, if I wanted to go with somebody with more usage, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But I got to think of who I actually wanted to go with. It's a pretty bad night, honestly, for alts. I'm going to have to find somebody.
Parlay. You've been good with the parlays.
It probably will be. It probably will be.
You've been good with the parlays. Yeah, you've been good with the parlays.
That's fine. Let me try to build that. I think the Liberty are going to win. So I have to try to see who I want to put with the Liberty, or if there's anybody I like with the Mystics. But I can go with the under in that Lynx game if I wanted to go for that approach. That actually might work out. That price a bit expensive. Sorry, just trying to see if I could find something.
No, you're good.
A bit better. What did I want to go with? Courtney's at 14.5 points. That feels about right. Okay. I'll go for it. Why not? Give me Courtney Williams over 14.5 points with the under 158 in the game, plus 243.
Whew. Nice little reverse correlation there. Sean and Ryan would be so proud of you, Scott. Anything else for people before we get up out of here? Oh, no, we got underdog.
We got underdog entry to do, but it's a weird card today. At least I think it's
I don't have a boost. They gave me a 50% MLB profit boost, Scott.
And did that expire already?
No, it's actually expires. Why, you got something? It expires in 10
No, I was just wondering because I thought that you were... Yeah.
Oh, no. It expires in 10 hours.
All
right. Let's see. Who here is interesting on the card?
I mean, do you want the Jess
Shepard? Is there a Jess Shepard card? Yeah, let's play Jessica Shepard.
You want to the rebounds?
Yep, we can do a 9.5 rebounds higher.
Okay. That's fine. Do you want to go something with Asia on her birthday or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Gabby? Gabby's been good about
yeah, that's fine.
All right. And then, oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. My fault, Goat. I didn't see your name up there for a second. I was confused. All right. Now, Scott, let's go back and reattack Jessica Shepard. Because we can take the higher 9.5 rebounds, or the double-double's a little bit. Well, underdog takes a little bit of juice off the double-double prices. It's 1.36x.
Yeah, we'll just go rebounds. It's fine.
All right, cool. Jessica Shepard hired 9.5 rebounds. Asia Wilson, happy birthday, hired 22.5 points. And Gabby Williams hired 21.5 PRA. Add that on underdog, shake it up, and you're going to get 6.24x. $100 gets you $624 over there at Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use that promo code NBA SGPN. I like this lineup, Scott. Can't lie to you. I like the lineup. Let's get that submitted. Whoa, I just got a lightning.
That's how they get you.
Every single time I get a lightning promo, I'm like, oh, I would have put less down on this and then took the promo price. All right. I'm supercharging the payout, Scott.
Okay.
For an extra $21, my payout doubles. There we go. All right, we're locked in, supercharged. Gabby, Asia, Jessica Shepard. All right. Anything else for people before we get up out of here?
No. Once again, a bit of a weirder card today. Still looking forward to the games. And yeah, we'll be back at some point.
Silvern. Is that how you say it? That's how you would say it? I think I think that's how you would say it. What's the best bet for that Lynx game? I think it's Jessica Shepard, to be honest. I think it's exactly what we just took, the rebounds. But I really like the double-double. Crayon Sean. I meant to say this earlier. Scott, why do you think his name is Crayon Sean?
Why do I think?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the favorite answer would be his name's Sean, he likes crayons, but that's too simple.
Like, did he used to eat crayons? Did he work for Crayon? What do you think?
Did he have like the fancy box set with the sharpener in the back, and that's what
Yeah, like, or is he like the crayons that got the candy inside? Like, why do you think his name is Crayon Sean? I don't know why I was thinking about that the whole show, but I'm like, I wonder why his name is Crayon Sean.
I don't know.
Hopefully he gives us information.
I hope there's a story behind it. That's all.
Yeah, I really hope it's a good story. And if it's not a good story, I hope he comes up with a good story and lets us know next time. All right. With that, one money line game to go with. Are any of them prices even?
I'm not interested in playing a money line whatever for tonight. I mean, you could argue the Liberty, but that depends if Page plays and it's expensive anyway. So, yeah, Don, you might want to wait till another card.
Hey, you want to know something? Hey, I'll say this: Minnesota sucks in the first half.
I mean, the Mystics have been terrible early in games too, but we mentioned the 3 straight games against the Liberty coming up. That could be a decent first quarter.
I will say, as of late, the Mystics have gotten out early in some games and then blown it in the second half.
That is true.
It very juicy price if you're looking for like one of those dog prices that you just sprinkle something and see what happens. I wouldn't be surprised if Mystics had a lead and then blew it in the second half. All right. Yeah, that's it, Scott. He's at Rush Hour Radio. I'm at really real __. Make sure you give us a follow on X, 5-star rating review wherever you get your podcasts, and make sure you like the stream on the way out. With that, that's it. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just gonna do like this. Scott, I thought we gave Crayon Sean a good amount of time to drop a quick story in the chat. I guess it wasn't enough. We'll have to see next time. We're out of here.